of today. Talking about midfielders, guys, I also wanted to mention what's going to happen next now at Manchester United, because in 24 hours we saw Elliot Henderson, Sandro Tonali and Mateusz Fernandes, three players who were of interest of Manchester United, but then the race was already left, going elsewhere. So what happens with Man United? Now you ask me, who can be the ideal target for United? The two names that Man United internally consider as fantastic options are Aurelien Tchouameni, but I told you the problem is the salary, and at the moment no green light from Real Madrid, and also Alex Scott is also highly rated by Arsenal and by Manchester United. Alex Scott has many clubs around him this summer, but Bournemouth insists they want to keep the player and they want to offer him a new contract. Let's see if Bournemouth will be able to keep him, because one thing is to say that, one thing is in the next 2 months resist in case they receive big proposals, but Alex Scott is one of the players considered internally by Arsenal and by Man United. Both clubs like him. At the moment from Bournemouth is no, he's not leaving, but in case they open doors to an exit for big money, we have to follow these two clubs, keen eventually on Alex Scott. Then guys, more to mention on Bournemouth. A deal agreed for Álvaro Rodríguez, former Real Madrid striker. Now what's happening with Álvaro Rodríguez? Let's talk about the news of the recent hours, because confirmation of what I told you 1 or 2 weeks ago, Andrea Onana leaves Manchester United and goes to Trabzonspor. Back to Turkey, the deal is done. Agreed, is a new loan for Andrea Onana, no buy option, no buy obligation. Man United, as I told you, will receive up to 1.5 million euros as bonuses from Trabzonspor based on performances, and then Manchester United also will have the majority of the wages covered by Trabzonspor. That's not a detail because Onana was on a big salary at Manchester United, and Trabzonspor will put obviously big part of these to keep Andre Onana at the club. So it's over between Onana and Man United for this year, but remember, no buy option, no buy obligation, so officially in any case Onana would return to Manchester United in summer 2027.
Manchester United's interest in Arda Güler has never completely disappeared. Reports from Spain and England claim United have made inquiries and remain huge admirers of the Turkish star, believing he could become one of Europe's elite creative midfielders. But the biggest problem is simple: Real Madrid don't want to sell. The Spanish giants see Güler as a major part of their future project and have repeatedly rejected interest from several clubs, including Premier League sides. Another issue is the player himself. Despite interest from England, reports suggest Güler still feels valued in Madrid and wants to fight for his place rather than leave after finally becoming an important member of the squad. Then comes the price tag. Reports have placed his valuation anywhere between €80 million and €120 million, a figure that makes any potential deal extremely complicated for Manchester United this summer. So, as things stand, United like the player, but Real Madrid's stance and Güler's commitment to staying in Spain are the two biggest obstacles holding the deal back. Unless something changes dramatically, this one looks incredibly difficult. Now to Alex Scott. Manchester United are also keeping a close eye on the Bournemouth midfielder and have reportedly made him one of their priority midfield targets this summer. However, Bournemouth have absolutely no intention of making this easy. The club are trying to tie Scott down to a new contract and are demanding a massive fee, with reports suggesting a price of around £60 million or more. Competition is another major problem. Arsenal and several other Premier League clubs are monitoring the midfielder, meaning United could end up in a bidding war if they decide to push ahead with the move. For now, both transfer stories remain alive but complicated. Manchester United admire both players, but Arda Güler's loyalty to Real Madrid and Bournemouth's determination to keep Alex Scott are the main reasons why neither deal has moved beyond the rumour stage just yet.